What's going on, guys? Logan JYA here, and Gren Maju is back. That's right, you heard me correctly. We got a replay here of Gren Maju taking on the Snake Eyes, and I'm gonna get this thing going right here, right now, because his combo takes flippin' forever. But this is going to be a serious meta contender deck. You're gonna see it left, right, and center all throughout this format, so you best be prepared for it. So he's playing the Fire Kings to go along with it. The same thing I lost a pack to on stream the other day. And I will mention one thing. There's one misplay that I make, and there's a few misplays he makes too, but regardless, his end board's pretty crazy, and we might be able to break it. We might be able to do the thing. So, just check this out. He's going through the board. He's making the heat so he gets the free draw. Here, I think, is where he messes up. Yeah, he went for a Link 3. He had to use the other body. That's one thing that he kind of cheated on. He went for a Link 3. Using a Link 3, he would have needed to use the Garunix as well. But anyway, he does this interesting little play where he Snake Eyes back the decode and gets the extra draw. First thing I do is to try and get the mind control out the way so this won't float off after I try and nuke his board, because my strategy here is going after the Fire King Island. Now, I do this in the wrong order. See, I have trade-in plus Pankratops. I should have done trade-in for Bigfoot first so I could pop the Sanctuary. I misplay big time here. Fortunately enough, he messes up too, but just so you know, that would have been the correct order of operations. Moving on. So, we go after that, pop it off. His whole board gets wiped, which is crazy. Then he uses his graveyard effects again. That body shouldn't have been on field, but not a big deal. He's bringing all these joints back. We go for the trade, and that gets ashed. Bigfoot effect is going to pop off here. I go after the Kieran. Pot of Desires to draw 2 more blanks, and we get, like, the best cards we could get. We get Maju, Talents to steal. I decided that I wanted to get the extra draw instead of drawing 2, and we drew the best card possible, Yemseti. Get the Gold Sark effect, pitch off the extra trade, and we got 2 bodies to bring out now. And this is when he decides to use the other guy's effect. After I summon the second monster is when he decides to do it. Now, I know it has to be on summon, so we couldn't have done it on the Sark, but still, dude. So he does it here, which means I'm going to get to resolve both of my Horus monsters' effects, because he doesn't go after either one of them. So I pop his card, I add back Trade-In and Bigfoot again, and, you know, it didn't matter regardless, because his board was clear. But then we normal summon the Maju, and we got infinite damage on board for game. Gren Maju goes in to clean it up. This was, again, just a quick single, but Gren Maju is back, baby. You are always capable of busting open those boards. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's take a look at the list. Regardless, we're taking a look at this list. It's a Gren Maju in 2024 with a 4K and up. Gren Maju punching your opponent hard in the face, supported by the Horus and the Dangers. So, of course, you got your triple Gren Maju, and we're only doing the 8s, okay? And 1 Nessie for whatever reason. So we got triple Thunderbird, 1 Nessie, 1 Jackalope. Jackalope turns into an 8 pretty easily. Triple copies of the Bigfoot, and the 1 Ogopogo. Then the Horus package is fully loaded, minus the new support because it's not good. You've got your Protector, your Happy, the Dumatafa Boofa Bafa, and triple copies of Yemseti, the actually good one. Triple copies of Gizmek to follow those up. Also, level 8 and banishes cards. And then, recently, semi-limited, Boy Pankratops up in here. Pretty good, going second card as well. The spell lineup locked and loaded with your Hate for the Labyrinths. You got your Harpies and your Lightning Storms. Any other back row deck or front row deck when it comes to this guy. Triple copies of the Trade-In. Triple copies of the Allure. We're doing 1 Thrust, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Change of the Heart. Triple copies of Mind Control, a Danger Response team. This could be an arguably cuttable slot, but this goes along with the Ogopogo if you resolve its grave effect. And again, originally was playing not this copy of Nessie, but a second copy of Ogopogo. It makes a little bit more sense to be playing this. We could also take it out, not a big deal. Triple copies of the Super Polymerization, triple copies of Desires, 3 gold or King Sark, and then 2 copies of Talent. The main board is that the side deck is simple as can be. When you have to go first, Skill Drain comes in, Macro comes in, Defisher comes in, Shifter comes in going first or second, depending on the matchup. And finally, you've got the Kaiju 4 Towers.Dex. And then the extra deck is a bunch of good rank 8s. Don't forget that your Goobleon plus Numeron Dragon is a 1 punch! And you've got your 2 targets, as well as a small Link package. And then your Super Poly guys here. It's pretty important to play the Starving Venom because it is also a level 8, which means there are times that you're going to be using this to summon out some of your rank 8s to go for game. That's it for this list. Adrian, I want to open it up to you. Do you have any thoughts or feedback on this build?
Face value, it seems just like solid and gimmicky, but it works. I feel like if you're gonna go 50, just go for 60 anyways, because I think
can understand that.
60 is like a lot more fun. I always like card piles that are just like 60.
It's
6,
weird
7, 8.
though how things break down if you just decide to cut out of the non-engine.
Right.
Because
No,
you find
I'm just
yourself
looking at
without-
like how much you have, because
Yeah.
we're playing like from what I can count 12, because you got like the 2 pink, the 2 storm, thrust, steel, change of heart, oh, then 3 minecon as well. So that's like 15, I think.
Yeah.
So 50, so 15 and 50, you might open like one or two at every hand, and then you're open just like your non-engine. So I would honestly suggest like play like more non-engine. Play like 18 or 20.
All right, that's something to consider, and I think we'll probably do that in the next iteration of this build. Is it weird that I kind of want to throw in like some frickin' Raigekis? I don't know.
Raigeki doesn't sound horrible.
Like, if it forces a Novax out into the Fire King board, yeah, some of their shit's gonna float, but it takes care of a lot of the immediate problems.
Honestly, with this kind of meta, I kind of like Cyclone more than Raigeki. I mean, I guess I'm just like guys that
Cosmic,
like
yeah.
like Cyclone a lot.
But we're never going first with it, you know? Like, we would only be using it for going second.
Yeah, I feel like in these matchups, like second's fine. We can Cyclone a flamboyant target. We can Cyclone an island to blow up their whole board, which is Raigeki. But I think Cyclone's actually pretty good.
These are all good points to consider, and I want to ask everybody else, let me know in the comments down below how you would change this build, how you'd like to play a board-busting behemoth like Gren Maju in the year of our Lord 2024. Logan JYA signing off. Have a great day. I'll see you beautiful people later. Peace, and don't forget to hit up my friend Adrian's channel, link in the description down below. Take care, everybody.